Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
That means we're good. Rocking and rolling. That. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in.
All right, we're rolling.
Hey, we're back. All right. Woo. Little delayed this time, but at least we're, doing one this week.
That's true.
Yeah.
But the tournament was delayed.
Yeah, the tournament was delayed, which is why we were delayed. So welcome back, forecasters.
Cheers.
It's nice to have you. I'm Andy.
I'm Zach, and it's hot.
Oh, it's sweltering out there.
Ugh.
Sweating bullets today.
Yeah.
So uncomfortable, but it feels nice in the studio. So,
True.
A lot nicer than outside.
It's nice in the cave.
Yeah, baby. What'd you think of the Northern Trust?
It was an event.
It certainly was. It was an event.
It was good.
I got to watch more of it than I had in previous tournaments, just because this summer it seems like just busy and like there's always stuff going on the weekends, and it's I do want to watch the tournaments, but I'd rather be out there living the life,
Playing golf, doing other things.
go to concerts. Now that they're having concerts again, for at least for now,
Yeah. That could go.
Who knows how long they last for? So I'm soaking in as many as I can until that happens.
So yeah, we had Tony Finau.
Tony, first victory.
Well, second.
Well, in 5 years though, or something like that.
5
right?
years.
Yeah, like it. I mean, it's unbelievable how many times he's been like right there in the mix without getting one for that extended of a period. I think he had 39 top tens before that win.
I mean, he's been playing he's super relevant. For 5 years without a win, he's still a very relevant player.
Yeah, you see his name all the time. You see people, making picks for him in majors and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he was with Tiger in the final group on Sunday at the Masters.
Right, yeah. I don't see him as someone that crumbles and like falls apart when he has the possibility there. I think he just continuously gets beaten out on Sundays.
I don't remember the one with Tiger very well, but
Well, I mean, not many people
I don't really
do
care
well up against Tiger on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it too.
Yeah.
Is having Tiger, the Tiger effect.
Yes,
And there were crowds. It's not like an event now where it wouldn't be like, well,
they're starting to become
well, they're still limited though.
right, but there's
Not full packed houses.
Yeah. I feel like the fans aren't as obnoxious as they had been pre-COVID. But in some situations they can be.
I'm sure.
You still get your Papa Booies. I was watching the Northern Trust. I think it was either Thursday or Friday I was watching, and you can tell it was a kid just from the voice yelling "Get in the hole" on a par 4 on a drop. A tee shot, like a layup tee shot. No chance of going for the green. Get in the hole. Fuck you, kid.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any of that. And I think we've gone over this before, but it's just so obnoxious.
It's so obnoxious.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of being obnoxious in other facets of life, but I don't know, when it comes to a professional golf event, like a PGA Tour event, I don't like it. Unless it's I think we've gone over this before too. If it's clever and funny, I'll give you a pass. That doesn't mean you get to do it over and over again, but you can get away with one or two if you were, witty enough.
Yeah, like I said, the Brooksy thing was all the week. It was all the week it started.
Correct. Yeah, it's
like it was funny.
It can make you smirk the first time you hear it, catches you off guard, and there you go. After that, pack it up.
Yeah,
it's nothing I want to hear anymore. And that get in the hole bullshit it's bad enough when it's like a putt.
Which actually has a shot.
Yeah, right.
And I understand when someone's pretty pumped. Like I even do it.
Yeah.
When I'm just like messing around on a putting green.
There is like
oh, get in.
Sure, yeah.
Just a quick little get in. Like, oh man, that was close. Or
I don't know.
But I'm still not doing it. I'm not yelling.
Right. There is a phenomena though, like that people behave differently when they know that there's a camera on them.
That's true.
You know, they just
Is that what we're doing?
no, I wouldn't say so. No, not it's not like that. But yeah, no, you can have someone just acting like casually, and then all of a sudden a camera gets pointed at their face, and then they start acting, you know, kind of off the wall, and just like I was.
I agree with that.
So I don't know what it is exactly, but it's been studied, and it's just something that happens. And not all people are like that. You know, it's introverts versus extroverts, like that kind of stuff.
I always found it funny when and I only caught this a couple times, and I always thought it was really funny, was people at like football games,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll pan through the crowd, and the crowd's just like, yeah, all right, go football team, you know,
Right, yeah.
and they're freaking out, but then they'll like,
So this is the Washington crowd that you're getting at?
yeah, exactly. No, it was mostly like college
Or
sports.
just like, well, yeah, no, I'm just joking.
I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh, that's Washington.
Yeah,
It's not about
they're actually
Washington.
called football team now. Yeah,
Yeah, so that was not the point of that.
good for them, by the way.
Yeah, having the worst name ever, the most generic.
I actually think it's awesome. I hope they stick with it.
I wonder if they will.
I think it's on the table, but I see them eventually going with something
They have.
kind of like patriotic. You know.
I'm sure. Anyway,
Yes, go on.
so there'll be the close up of the crowd, and they're going nuts,
Yeah.
and then they'll switch cameras, and you could like catch out in the corner. There's a little bit, and you could see that crowd.
The same people that were going, like they
And as
are
the
more
camera,
subdued.
as the camera moves away, they just sit right back down.
Right. Yeah.
And they're like, "That was it. You weren't freaking out.
No,
You're just
that, like-
freaking out because the camera's there." And you're like,
Correct. That's
Be
that's
excited.
exactly what I'm talking about there.
"Be excited! You're on television. Be excited! You're at a football game and you're front row."
Yeah, I don't like this like manufactured enthusiasm
Yes.
where it's like something is pointed at you, so now I want you to react this way. I like reactions just be natural. Like
Yeah, I
like I don't want this stuff that's created because of the fact that something's pointed at you. I just it bothers me. It just rubs me the wrong way, and that's
I actually think we're really good at not being overly excited on this show. Ever.
yes. Oh, I love just being more subdued. In fact, like I enjoy giving a non-reaction to people when they are blatantly trying to get a certain kind of reaction. It's just like, oh no, I'm not falling for that. I'm gonna give you what I want right now.
You want my reaction? This is my reaction.
Yeah, this is it. It's Tone Finau, baby. Tone. Hey,
Yeah.
I was
That was the most excitement we've ever had on the show.
right.
You just witnessed it.
I was thinking
You were here first.
I was thinking Cool Tony from Seinfeld, because they were.
Colin.
It's like, what are you doing mañana? I was like, oh, mañana, I'm doing nada.
Mm.
But he had to play golf mañana because it got delayed.
He did.
And Tone was
He
the-
got delayed because of good old Henry.
Henry. Yeah, were they actually pronouncing it Henry, or were they
Yeah.
pronouncing it Henry? Because I didn't hear
Henry.
anyone.
Well, if you listen to Newswatch 16 Talkback,
Yeah,
that was a hot button issue.
was it really? Oh my
Yeah.
God, there is something about the talkback in Newswatch 16. If you're not a Northeast PA person and you're listening to us, you can YouTube it, and it's worth it because these people are
It was actually
such goofballs. I fucking love it.
Yeah, they were what was it? The John Oliver's show.
Yeah.
They brought that up about the trains.
Right. Yeah,
That was a big one.
Yeah, and he did
they
this,
caught wind
this
of
whole
it,
thing. Yeah,
and that turned into its whole thing. But like every
they've been
night-
featured like 3 times on Last Week Tonight. It's awesome.
and every time it's on, it's one of the highlights in this household.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I can see people getting a kick out of it here.
every night. It's like, oh, it's talkback time. Like everyone, shut up, turn the volume
Oh
up.
yeah, I don't even watch WNEP 16. I should just for that.
That's all I listen to
Yeah.
and watch on that, and occasionally the weather.
Right.
But for the most part, I'm not a news person
Sure. Yeah.
to put.
I like watching the national. You know, it's
Nah.
and actually sometimes the local it'll surprise you with an awesome story. Like last year, I was watching this clip, and 2 different segments. They were going to a commercial, and they were teasing this apple orchard story, you know. And they're like, "And when we come back, we got a little story about apples for you." Like, so don't go anywhere. And like they did this twice on 2 different commercial breaks. And then when they finally got to it, there was this guy who really subdued. It wasn't wasn't excited for the camera, and they're asking him how the harvest was this year, and he was just like, I guess it was pretty good. He was like, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, a little cold in May, so I guess they could have been a little bigger, but yeah, I guess they were fine. And that was it.
Not too
That was the
small,
big
not
story
too
that they were
big.
teasing. He's like, yeah, there's a little frost, but yeah, no, I think it's okay.
So the thing they were upset about is they were like, well, when did we start pronouncing HE as ON? It's not Henri, it's Henry.
Right? It's just people
And
who
they were
have.
so mad about it.
Were they?
And the thing that I enjoy the most is that there are people that probably call and freak out about stuff every day, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
can't put it on.
I'm sure.
Like some of the shit those guys have to listen to.
Oh, it has to be a blast.
Oh, my
Actually, like
God.
if you have a sense of humor about it, it has to be so much fun each day
Yeah.
to play them and like go over them together and that kind of stuff.
And the big one this is one that it wasn't on national news, I don't think, but it was the big one was how they put in the roundabouts and they were causing all the tornadoes.
Okay.
Putting in them roundabouts and all them causing all the tornadoes.
Did people think that was happening?
Well, this one individual did.
Oh man,
It may have been a prank, but I don't care.
I think it would be hard to come up with an idea like that if you weren't even serious. Like if you were just joking around, it'd be tough to come up with that joke.
Right. But it was good either way.
Yeah,
And I enjoyed it.
I would enjoy it more if the person was being serious
I
and
would
were
too.
just like that lack of knowledge.
Yeah, but but that's
And the
scary.
Henri thing, like, it's just like an inexplicable amount, like non-information getting through to those people. Like,
Yeah.
they have no idea about the world or anything like that.
Who was the soccer player? Terry?
Thierry Henry,
Thierry Henry.
Thierry, like T-I-E-R, yeah, but yeah, his last name was Henry.
Exactly.
And we were calling him Hank, like that was like the fun thing to do because, it's just an offshoot of Henry. Like some people don't even realize that. If they tell you like Hank Aaron or like Henry Aaron, they're like, oh, who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
Yeah, like a home run king. I still consider him the home run king, even with Barry Bonds.
You're not giving the nod.
No,
I always found that weird because of the body types.
yeah. Well, even his head.
No, I don't even mean like
Expanded,
that. I
like-
just meant in general, like even like Trout. Like, Trout's massive.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, it's
Hank Aaron was not a big dude. Like
in comparison.
in bulk.
Right, yeah.
And I always find
People
that
like Babe Ruth was like a towering like he was huge,
yeah, he was a big dude.
and yeah, you don't have to be a big guy to hit well. Like look at Jose Altuve.
That's true.
He's like our size. Might even be shorter than us.
Yeah, I think that's true with a lot of golfers though.
Oh, right. Yeah, we've
Like
discussed
JT, Ricky, Rory, and his
Yeah.
tiny head.
that. Nice to see JT back in the mix for the Northern Trust.
That was good. Yeah, I was
Getting
happy
back to golf because like this is the time to do it.
Make
He
a
hasn't
move.
played well since the Players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Well, if
if you're gonna make a move, do it right now. Because you
Yeah,
still have a
I
legit shot of winning the FedEx.
yeah, if you're in the mix,
Yeah. Cam Smith.
tied. Well, went
Yeah.
into the playoff.
Yeah, and quickly got out of the playoff. I missed it, but I was reading that he just went straight into the water.
Yep.
Kind of gave
He
Finau the opportunity to just get, little green regulation, 2-putt.
Yeah.
See
Walk
ya.
on out of there.
See ya, Cam. See ya, Aussie.
Yeah.
Although I did like Cam Smith's attitude. They were asking him what he would do with the 15 mil if he won, and he was like, I don't know. He's like, I'm pretty well set. I don't need anything. Maybe some fishing equipment, and that was his answer.
Another one. Another like
Yeah, same as who was it that we were talking about being that way? Was it Kisner?
Could have been.
I think Kevin Kisner's
He
like a
seems
big
like
he's like an outdoorsy type. Like he's like hunting and fishing, and he doesn't, a lot of these guys aren't money driven. You can tell people like Phil are.
Oh my God, yeah. That's why he's called Phil the Gambler. That's
Right.
where that name came from.
Yeah. I like people who are just out there for the like. Tiger was out there for the W's. He wanted major victories, and he just wanted to beat people. He wanted to win because that felt good to him.
Yeah, it was the
And
only
like I
thing he
guess
did.
the money was definitely important too, but more so it seemed like the competition was the pinnacle for him.
Well, and obviously with Tiger, because like people now, there's money. There's big money. But when Tiger started, Tiger's the one that brought the money
Right.
to that
Well,
level.
it's still, I mean, it's still good money.
It was still good money,
Yeah.
yes. But I'm just saying, Tiger made it
It's a lot different now.
where you could have a good. I mean, obviously you have to have a good couple years to get into the PGA Tour,
Sure. Oh, yeah, certainly.
but you could have one good year on the PGA Tour, have a bunch, rack up some wins, win the FedEx, and just go, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, that would be
I'm not flying around.
that would be
200
such a good way to do it.
Oh man, just a
And just
a
like
sprint
and
through.
continue to play golf, but just recreationally,
Yeah,
you know?
you don't have to do anything
Oh no, my partner's calling me.
again.
Yeah.
Do you want him on the show?
Jeez.
Is it the freeze?
No, I feel like I want to answer this call right now, but
Do you answer the phone call?
no, I shouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want it to surprise him.
Hey.
Just put him on the air.
You're on the air. Put it on speaker.
Yeah. Sorry for the missed call, Jerry. Although I know he's not listening to this, but yeah, I wonder what the call was about. I'll have to get back to him when we're done here.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, do you think Finau goes on a little run right now?
I'm putting all of my eggs into the John Rahm basket.
Okay.
I mean, he played well here.
No. I meant like
Oh.
just in general for Finau to win again more.
More
is it gonna be
consistently?
another- or is it going to be another 5 years?
I see him win again more consistently.
Okay. But as far as the playoffs, you're
For
going
this
Rahm.
season, these playoffs, I think Rahm takes it all.
I think you're right.
I think he's playing so well. He's had an up and down season with his COVID mishaps, but he's like powered through that and won a U.S. Open.
And he was winning the other tournament because I think he's only won that one tournament this year.
He's just such a solid player, and he has been for years. And I'm putting a lot of my eggs in that basket.
Eggs are going into that basket.
All right, so I'm gonna listen to the voicemail. I'm gonna need you to filibuster here for
Oh man.
a little while. Oh, it's a 41-second one too.
Oh man, that's gonna be a long one. All right, so we saw Bryson. He shot even par with how many was it? 2 birdies, or 2 pars on his scorecard. Just 2. Lots of bogeys, lots of birdies. I think it was 9 birdies total, and still shot even par. So he had a very, very up and down day. And then we had Miguel Angel Jimenez caddied for his son in an event last week.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you. I was listening to Jerry here.
I know.
I'm glad that I actually took this voicemail because we need to switch our match from like 5 o'clock to like 3:30 today. So
Oh, big.
yeah, I'm gonna
big
do that.
switcheroo.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
That was my nonsense filler that I don't really care
I
about.
didn't get to hear what you were saying.
Oh,
I'll have to listen to the show to find out what it was.
right. No, Bryson shooting even par with like 2 pars.
Oh, yeah, I texted you about that, didn't I?
Yeah.
That was so much fun to watch. Like, you can tell the announcers like wanted him to miss the putt on 18 because I think he finished like birdie bogey or something like that. Or
It was just so all over the map.
yeah, it was crazy.
That scorecard was all over everywhere.
Yeah, it was fantastic to see because it was funny too. I was thinking about oh shit, I'm texting you right now. God damn. Yeah, I was taking a look at his card or somebody else's earlier that day, and I thought to myself, I wonder what the most the least amount of pars an even round has been. and then they brought it up later on because he broke the record.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Yeah, so like I was considering that situation before it was solidified and like before it was, really something
That's
that
great.
stood out. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
It's been a calendar year for Bryson.
It really has been. He's done it all.
Done it all.
Let's see.
Do you want to do worst scores?
Yeah, let's get to it, right?
Where are they? Hand out the awards, some trophies. So, the weekdays was JT Poston at plus 11.
Hey there, Jared. How are you doing?
Carolina boy, and that's the end of his season.
Earlier round. That's fine by me.
And then, yeah, so he's done. JT Poston's done. So maybe it's time to take a break anyway. Brian Harmon at plus 3. He made the cut for the weekend, and he actually will be playing next week, so that's good for him. And then that's pretty much it. Got the awards. Awards are done. Well, we're just going to wait for Andy to come back. Oh, and he's back. Good timing.
Yes, it was good timing. Well,
We made it.
we hope so. It's fine if we're a little clunky here in the middle. I gotta get my round together. Like this is a big match.
I know.
Got the final 2 weeks of the
I was
league.
going to say, the season's wrapping up.
It is wrapping up, and we're in like a good position to win the second half, get that bye, get our names up on the board. So JT Poston, I heard, was the
Yeah. He was plus 11. Didn't make the cut. His season's over.
yeah,
Call it a day.
called a season. Yeah,
Call it a year.
yeah. Take a week or two off, and then that wraparound season will start right back up.
Oh, thank God.
Um,
And Brian Harmon.
Brian
The
Harmon,
lefty.
okay. Nice.
So he made the cut, and actually which was good enough. He's playing next week. So.
We had some interesting picks here. Keith Mitchell did pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Got a top 10 out of him unexpectedly. I mean, I guess you expected it, but I would not have chosen him.
Well, and the other thing I saw was he needed to birdie the last 3 holes on, I think, Sunday to make it into
The top 70.
to top 70.
Oh, cool.
And he did.
Wow,
So he's playing next week, too.
that's enormous.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Good for him.
Let's go, Keith.
Yeah, I picked Adam Scott, who was looking hot after day one. He was in the top 5 day one. Just a few off the lead there.
And thanks for remembering, because I didn't have a fucking clue.
Oh, who I picked, or
Either of
or
us.
either of us. Yeah. Well, I think Gary mentioned that you picked Keith Mitchell.
Thanks, Gary.
So, I'm going off of that, and I remember picking Adam Scott because I was excited after day one, and then he just crumbled on day 2 and missed the cut. Just absolutely fell
Yeah,
apart.
that
Had
hurts.
multiple doubles. Shit that you just can't do.
Yeah, you can't do that in the playoffs.
No, Adam Scott has. He's a veteran. He
And he has one of the best swings
of all time.
of all time.
Yeah.
And it's It's. I think that's what's crazy is your swing could be that good, and you didn't dominate.
Oh right. Well,
Like he's been great.
there's like mental aspects. Like his
Putting.
His putting got screwed up because of the rule change.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that go into it. Like the swing isn't the only thing. It's a
Right,
It's
I
a critical
understand that.
part, obviously, but it's not the only thing.
But his is so good.
It really is. It really is nice. So let's see. What else did we have in
can go
terms
to
of the
the
northern? I suppose we could. I felt like I wanted to bring up one or two other things.
Well, maybe.
I think I was wrong about Eiffel doing the Statue of Liberty,
Oh.
although I think it was done like in one of his workshops, and like so his name was like attached a little bit. He may not have been
That's
the main guy on it. That is turn worthy, but it's also front nine worthy because it's still the Northern Liberty
Trust.
and
Liberty
Liberty
At
National,
Liberty.
right?
at Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, yeah, I'm like mixing like 2 different insurance companies together because of the name of the course,
Liberty
right?
Mutual.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Of Liberty Mutual?
No.
No, the emu commercials.
I like them.
You do like them,
I like a lot of their commercials, actually.
okay?
I don't dislike that.
Yeah.
Just as a former,
Oh,
I had them for my auto insurance, and it just it was so expensive. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I've literally never been in an accident, and I've also never been pulled over at the time.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good segue. Zach was
I know you
watching.
Like
Yeah, I knew where it was going. Yeah, Zach was watching me write a check to the magistrate today because I got my first speeding ticket last week. That was frustrating. But, it was deserved too, so I wasn't upset with the cop, And actually, he helped me out, so shout out to our Officer Yarns, or Sergeant, I think. I think he was the main guy.
Sergeant in Yarns.
Oh, yeah. He gave me like 5 over the limit when I was over 20.
Oh, you were booking it.
I was like, I could have lost my license, I think.
Man.
Or like at least like points on the thing, so he didn't give me any points,
Yeah, that's good.
Pulled over right away. I was thinking about pulling over before he even pulled out and put his lights on because I knew that he got me. And it was an unmarked car too. Like it wasn't even a blatant like cop car. It was just that gray one.
Oh, the gray one.
And I had just seen him down at Garrity's because I went down there just to get a loaf of bread because it was a Wednesday. It was a week today. I was running home to have a sandwich before the scramble. And I had my bread with me, passenger side. And I was like, I just saw you down at Garrity's, didn't I? He was like, yeah, I was going through the parking lot. I was like, got my bread. He didn't care.
He was not amused.
Yeah. He was like, oh, yeah, you do that podcast about bread. I was like, well, it's kind of about golf, but we talk about bread a lot.
So we got to bring up the
I had
food.
my loaf with me, yeah.
I don't leave home without it.
No.
I don't leave home without Nutella. You don't leave home without bread.
Right. And if I don't have some, I make a stop
At your local Garrity's.
Yes. So that was a bummer. But maybe I'll speed less because of it.
Maybe. At least there.
Right. Yeah, and
in that
I knew it
specific
too. That
location.
like in that specific area too, like on Knoll passing Electric.
Yeah.
That's such for decades cops sit there.
Yeah.
You know.
We were in high school and
Yeah.
before.
I knew it. I knew it too well.
It's a nice little straightaway.
Yeah.
Is it 25 or 35 there?
It was 35 there, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was going like 55.3.
0.3?
Yeah. So they're down to the 10th of a mile per hour, I guess.
I didn't know that we were there.
Yeah, I felt bad when he was like, "All right, look, I gave you 40 over 35, but you were actually going." He points to the 55. I was like, "Whew!" I was like, "Geez, sorry about that."
My bad.
Yeah, I was like, "Well, I was running late, and then I ended up being late because of it, But that's just how she goes.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Pay the fine. That's what
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
gonna do.
That's what I did. I paid the fine.
That's what you're
I
gonna
pled guilty and I paid the fine. So I gotta mail that on my way out of town here today. I think.
Sounds good.
Thinking about getting a sandwich.
From?
I don't know.
It's a tough choice.
It is.
A lot of good little food spots,
Yeah.
There we go.
I
All right,
don't
so my big thing is that I don't know if you did it yet, but it's like right around the time of fantasy football.
Yeah, my draft is gonna be, I don't know, like the first or second week of September.
Yeah, I think mine's like the 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I might be like
Yeah.
maybe like a Tuesday, like the 7th or some shit. I don't know exactly the date. But what are you getting at?
Well, so I saw this thing. I think it was a baseball team. They did close to the pin for the first pick.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, oh, that's
Like actual like golf shots though?
Yeah.
So they got everyone together to
Well, they were all on the team, all on the baseball team.
right.
So it was like the Dodgers or something. I don't know. Royals maybe.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
cool.
And
So
so
they
they
set
were
up
they were at home plate.
Right, they,
And they had
set
a
something
mat.
up and
Had a mat, and then they had something out
on
like-
center field or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. See the P, like and the proximity will give you the
Yeah.
your
I was like,
order.
man, that's such a good way of doing it.
that is a good way of doing
if
it.
you could get the people together.
Correct, yeah. Which drafts are a lot more fun when it is when everyone is together rather than like online. In fact, I don't even think they're fun when they're online. I don't have a good time doing them.
I've only done online.
Yeah.
I've never done an in-person,
Yeah.
which is good because I don't know shit about picking players. I've just I've done this is my fourth year ever.
Okay. Yeah,
So this is like
it's
my
all
fourth.
randomized. It's all luck as far as I'm concerned. I mean, clearly, when people get really into it, there are, you can be better than other people, but I'm not in that kind of class, and I don't think anyone in my league really is.
I know, and I think that's where our leagues.
It's more fun when it's more random,
Yeah,
Because the thing is, like, injuries come into play, and you have no idea what the hell's going to happen.
Right.
So,
like the Jags pick Etienne out for the year, rookie running back.
oh
Done.
yeah, Tebow got
Yeah, Tebow got cut. I was gonna pick him first.
yeah, he was. I think he was going to be a top 10 player, and then this happens.
And they just cut him. It's probably all the off
Other-
the field stuff he's been doing.
That's good. Yeah.
Too much time at church. And the other big one, I got called out for a post that I put for the club.
Yeah.
We got a Scotty Cameron putter,
Uh huh.
and I took a picture of it and I posted it.
Jeez.
Amy was like, "How dare you?
Oh,
How
okay.
dare you post that?"
Right. Yeah. That doesn't seem like you should be promoting that in any way. I thought you were going to be. I thought you were going to say something derogatory about it, and then you
Oh.
got yelled at for that.
No.
That would have been better.
No, I just put a picture up of the Scotty Cameron.
Gotcha.
It's like a one-off or like a very limited putter that we got.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, "Oh, I'll just put it up on Instagram."
Yeah. Is it pricey?
Yeah. I think it's like $600.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's so ridiculous. To
And
me.
the ironic thing is, you could literally just buy it and put it on an eBay for like almost 15 grand or $1,500.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh.
you could like double your money immediately.
Yeah. That's silly.
Yeah.
And nobody's doing that because
Well, no, we're not. I think someone already is like buying it
okay.
just to keep. They're not going to sell it. They just wanted it.
Yeah, it seems like that would be like an easy, nice little turnaround, like nice little flip.
Yeah, I looked them up and I was like, that's insane.
Yeah, you know what I've been looking up recently is a card, I've got a basketball card. I found this Akeem Olajuwon card
Okay.
that I looked it up online, and if it's mint or whatever, then it's upwards of between 500 and $1,000.
Really?
I think so, but it has to be in that perfect condition, because they have these grading systems, 1 through 10.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a 10, it can be that kind of stuff. But like one little blemish to it can take that down from a 10 to a 7 or something like that, as far as I know, So they have, like, you can send them in to be graded. And I'm looking into that because I think it might be worth it.
Why not?
But I'd rather just like go to a place in person and have someone do it.
Who the hell does that?
I don't know, I think it's like PSA. I could be wrong about those letters.
Public service announcement?
Yeah, right. Yeah, some kind of organization that does all the grading system, that kind of stuff. It costs more for better cards, and I've had it in like this case for probably like 20 years or whatever.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, you know what happened? Like I think it was like last week. I was looking for. I was looking for stubs, my fish stubs from the past, because apparently
Okay.
you can scan the barcode on like livefish.com and you can listen to your old shows.
That's so much work that someone put into that, but it's also awesome.
It's awesome, yeah. So I was looking for my old stubs because like you hold on to them for like I don't know what reason. It's like for this reason apparently, like 15 years later you can listen to that show that you saw for the first time or whatever. And I must have thrown them out at some point because I couldn't find them. But I did come across all these baseball, football, basketball cards, and I don't think many of them are valuable or anything like that. But this one Akeem Olajuwon is definitely worth something. And I think I put it in a case immediately when I got it, over 20 years ago. And I'd like to get something out of it, but it seems like it's a lot of hoops to go through, a lot of red tape.
Is it a basketball card, so it's got to be hoops?
That's pretty good. I wasn't even going for the pun there, but that's
You
a
nailed
nice catch on your part. It's just the bureaucracy.
Right. I wonder if you could just like say like, "Yeah, fuck it, just throw it on eBay."
Well, see, the thing is, you can't. You're going to be losing money because if you can't claim it to be like a 10 or a 9.5 or whatever, then you can't sell it for a certain amount. Like that's
So it's got to be like a specific thing on the card scale.
yeah. If you
Which is such a pain.
it is that's the pain in the ass. That's the hoops that we're jumping through. You know,
Yeah.
it might be worth it, but I probably will just do nothing about it.
It'll sit there for another 20 years.
It could appreciate more for all I know.
Yeah.
But I think the card industry is it's like on an uptick right now.
Yeah, I think it's.
I think I've been reading or hearing about that a little bit because
The card
5
industry-
years ago it was just completely dead.
right. There
And
was,
people who would save cards for decades and stuff like that just had cardboard essentially, and they couldn't get rid of their shit. And then like I even watched this documentary on it. It's called Jack of All Trades, about trading cards and that kind of stuff. And this family that had like a memorabilia shop and like all that, the cards and like all that stuff. So they just had tons and tons of them, and it was actually like a hilarious story. It turned into like a family story outside of the cards because this guy, the owner, like left his family for another family or something like that, and the guy, the documentarian was concerned about that. He changed the whole story from the card aspect to the missing father aspect, and then like the dad tries to justify. He's like, "Yeah, I did this to everyone. Like, that family that like I ran out on you guys for. I did it to them too." And like,
oh god.
so like this guy was just like a piece of shit is what it came down to. But I don't know, the way it was presented, like it made me laugh for some reason.
That's
I
wild.
felt bad laughing at it, but I don't know. It was just there was something about it. I'll have to rewatch it. It was a good one.
All right, Jack of all trades,
Jack-
everyone.
yeah,
Let us
Jack
know
of
your
all
opinion.
trades. Yeah.
Let us know your opinion on Jack.
You won't be let down. It ends strong.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any other random things?
For the turn, not that I can think of.
All right. I'm just excited for football to be back.
Yeah, every year I'm less and less thrilled about it. I end up watching every week, especially if you got that red zone.
Oh, it's so good.
It's fun watching the red zone, especially like the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season. That witching hour
Yeah.
between 3 and 4. Oh baby, you get like 8 games, like 6 of them are like really close, and it's just like
so
oh
good.
god, it's so good.
It's just good.
Yeah.
And I think for me too is because seasonally, I know where I'm at as far as the end of like football starts. That means golf's almost over up here.
Oh sure, so yeah, they kind of coincide with each other,
Yeah,
so
so
like it
for me,
sets
I'm
you
like-
up. Yeah,
All right, I can watch some football. Like
you can relax a little bit more.
yes,
Yeah, that's probably an exciting time of year for you.
yep,
Now you got this new house.
I know.
Hey, let's congratulate Zach here. He just closed on his house last week. A little golf clap. Yeah, so we're all excited for him. He's gonna have we're gonna have a new studio eventually.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of the cave.
Yeah.
That's really it. That's the big plan. Just get out of the cave.
Oh shit.
And then, do you want to back nine it?
Yes, let's move on to the back.
All right, the back nine. This week they're playing at Caves Valley Golf Club in Owings Mills, Maryland. It's a Fazio, good old Fazio. We've talked about Fazio. Quail Hollow, Conway Farm, Shadow Creek, Congaree.
Oh yeah, Congaree, yeah. South
Yeah.
Carolina. They had
Mhm.
a big South Carolina run this year. There's
Yeah.
3 events there this past year.
Mhm.
It's the first time ever.
And so, little interesting thing, they actually flipped the nines for the tour.
Is
So
that
the,
right?
The normal routing is reversed, and then what they're playing is actually like the front nine, back nine. They flipped it for the event.
Why?
I think because of the layout of the course, the normal. So the normal front nine is more open,
Uh huh.
and so they flipped it. So now it's the back nine, and so it's a little more open for like spectators, so they could see more of the
Oh,
golf
okay,
course
so-
on the back side of it.
Gotcha.
That was, I think, the main reason that I saw. So that was mostly that one. Yeah, I mean, they've had events there. It was built in '91, so it's a pretty new golf course. But it looks
Sure.
It looks fairly. It looks like a very traditional. I mean, it's got like water, a lot of fescue.
Yeah, this
trees.
is the BMW.
Yeah, BMW.
So they don't play the same course every year?
No.
This one gets moved around. Because, yeah, Liberty is always there. Then East Lake, it's always there.
So this is the wild card.
This is the one that, oh, how about that?
It's the Joker in the
It
deck.
used to be in Boston.
That was it the country club, the golf club, Brookside? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. Yes, it's hard.
Maybe next year we'll be like, oh yeah, they played at Caves Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we'll know.
Yeah,
We'll remember this.
Yeah, of course we will.
We'll have to re-listen or something.
No.
Not happening.
Well,
Too many.
yeah. So that I guess that's probably a good decision for, just for the sake of the spectators.
I mean, it looks cool, and I guess one of the things is that people call it Caves. They
Uh-huh.
shorten it to Caves. I played at Caves,
Yeah.
and I don't like it.
Oh, I like
want
it.
to be
I love the sound of it.
I want it to be the
Oh,
cave.
The Cave. Or the
or
Caves.
the Caves.
Yeah, the
One
Caves.
of the two, but
Played at Caves. I played at the Caves. I like that. I like the.
the. Yeah, and I was reading a bunch of random crap on it, and it was always at Caves.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
I mean, I don't
I
hate.
get
I don't
it.
hate that, but
but the.
I like throwing the in there.
A little more oomph. Well,
Yeah. Facebook.
what?
Did you see the social network?
Yeah.
The whole thing was get rid of the is what he said.
Oh, the Facebook.
Because it was the Facebook, and he said get rid of the just Facebook. So that's probably what these people are doing.
Yeah, they're trying to be the
They're just-
Facebook
yeah,
of
they're
golf
just,
courses. Idiots.
Yeah, the Caves. How about that?
And I saw they had the NCAA's there in '05, which was Kisner and Chris Kirk were on that team,
Yeah,
and they're playing
they were on the team together at the same time.
Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's right.
So they're like, oh, they might have a slight advantage since they've played the course. It's a shortened week. They don't have all the time to prepare. They have good memories. But it was also 2005.
Sure,
That's a
Right.
long time ago.
it is a long time ago. You're right.
Like, I feel like I'm a completely different person than who I was. In
Yeah, but
2005.
I'm sure that they've played that course more recently too, because just like to go back and
if you're passing through,
you're
and I
you
think
know
Kisner's
like
a-
and like off season you're just like doing a little event with some old friends, like that kind of stuff.
yeah, might as well. Yeah, let's go.
So-
let's go to the cave.
Let's go to the cave.
Let's go to caves. No, I can't. I can't get behind it. I can't. I try and say it to like give them the benefit of the
Oh,
doubt.
it's fine. It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not. It's not okay. What was it? Oh, and it's just outside Baltimore. The Inner Harbor. It's like pretty close.
Oh, cool.
It's only like maybe 45 minutes away.
Okay.
So it's in a good spot. And
Yeah.
even like from the aerial, it's like, it's not tightly packed with houses.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a really nice area. But yeah, it was a beautiful spot.
We should go down.
Yeah. Well,
You can get in.
that's true. But if it's appealing to you, 20,000 in dues a year after the $100,000 initiation fee.
Wow.
So in case, unless we win the lottery, I'm not.
I wouldn't go for that if I had too much money. If I had to get rid of money like Brewster's Millions or something like that, I wouldn't go for that.
I don't know. That might be a good spot.
I'd find other places.
That's true. You could find other places.
Yeah.
But God,
What a concept for a movie that was. Brewster's Millions. Do you know that one?
I've
Richard
sure,
Pryor,
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it.
John
but
Candy.
Yeah, that's like
It's a good
I'm
flick.
I'm not a movie guy.
Yeah. Well,
I don't watch a ton of movies.
they were on a farm league baseball. You know,
Okay.
and Richard Pryor inherits a bunch of like his uncle's fortune or some lost relative, and the concept was, I'll either give you you can have $1 million and just be done with it, or you can have $30 million to spend in a month, and if you successfully spend all 30, then you'll get 300 million.
Oh, that's a ton of fun.
Yeah, but yeah. So the concept of the movie is fantastic, and if you don't spend all 30 million, then you get nothing. Like your leftovers are gone, and you get zero. So and like you can't have any assets. You can't like buy like priceless art and then burn it. Like that stuff didn't work.
Okay.
At one point, he did buy a very valuable stamp and then mailed something. So that was pretty good. That was a little tricky one, And like just all this other, he ends up campaigning for office, but tells people not to vote for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like he's it's Richard Pryor and it's John Candy, and it's
How could it be bad?
Yeah, it's there's some good stuff going on. It's a good movie. And it's a baseball movie too, a little bit. Yeah, Brewster's Millions. If any of you are unfamiliar,
Jack of all trades, Brewster's Millions.
Jack of all trades isn't all that good, but yeah, I got a kick out of it.
No, well, now I'm intrigued
Oh yeah,
with Jack of all trades.
you should be.
Rightfully so. Oh, my mom asked if there were water tackies.
Oh, nice. In Boston,
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Is that what I thought?
It could have been either one.
Yeah, I felt like
I'm pretty sure it was Baltimore.
Yeah,
Because that was when we did I remember being at the baseball field.
right. Yeah,
Seeing Griffey's.
Oh, the
plaque
plaque
on the
up
wall.
there on the warehouse at
Yeah.
Camden Yards. Yeah, that was Euclid Street or U shit or something like that. It's
You shit?
it's not you shit.
That's what I thought. I thought you just said that.
Euclid maybe. I don't know. It's
It sounds great. I'm going Euclid.
yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just that little that walkway out in
Right.
past right field in Camden Yards. It's a really nice ballpark. It's kind of like Ashburn Alley at Citizens Bank Park was a little bit designed after that. I
Yeah, 'cause
think.
you guys have gone on a pretty hefty tear through baseball field.
Yeah, well,
baseball.
Yeah, when the kids were young.
Being you,
Yeah.
the kids.
Yeah, and my brothers, we went and saw a whole bunch of them, and not as many in my grown-up years, but I should get back on it.
Keep the streak going.
Yeah.
How many of the new ones have you gone to? Because there's been obviously some of those are gone.
Well, right, yeah. I mean, the newest ones that I've been to have been like, San Francisco.
No, that's a good one.
That AT&T park out there, that was really cool. Actually, we walked all around it. It was there was a lot of cool stuff to see.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
So that was 3 years ago that I was there, though.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought that was.
Yeah. So
I thought it was further back.
yeah, I mean the stadium's older than that, obviously, but like before that, I had been at Candlestick, and that was way back in the day. We were at Candlestick Park the day that Jerry died.
Garcia.
Yeah, in San Fran,
Were people coming out in droves? Just,
Well, they held a moment of silence for him before the national anthem.
oh, that's.
It was memorable, So it was probably around this time. It was August. I think he died in early August.
I think you're probably. I think. You're
Yeah,
right
of
about that.
of 95.
I'm gonna actually look that one up.
Yeah, let's look it up. I'm gonna guess like August 6th, 1995, which is that's just an estimate.
I feel like that's pretty good.
I think I'm kind of close there. And I just saw The Dead on Monday, 2 nights ago. They played the same set that they played at Woodstock 50 years ago, or 53 years ago. 52?
I thought this was gonna be very easy.
Yeah, how's that? How are you not picking that up?
Relax. Figure it out. I'm going.
Yeah, I just have to continue talking here because
you
we got
just
nothing
have
else
to
going.
just- What day
So.
did you say?
My guess was August 6th, 1995.
Just turn the 6 upside down.
August 9th?
95.
It wasn't. I was pretty
Forest
sure about
Knolls.
95.
He was in Forest Knolls, California.
Right, and we were down there.
42 to 95.
That's pretty close. 3 days off.
Yeah.
Out of all the days
After
that I could have chosen,
you could have picked any of
I
them.
could have picked any day out of existence, really.
At least, and you had the right year. I mean, you were
That comes directly from a Keller Williams song, "Great Gate Crashers Suck." He's singing about going to see the Dead in Deer Creek, and how it was 95. I think it was June, maybe July, but Jerry was still alive.
Oh, that's funny.
So that's how I remember that it was probably early August, because that's also when we were vacationing. So, context clues from first grade.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. So back to the back.
Yeah, back to the back. Yeah, I like how the back usually turns into like a hybrid turn back.
Sure, yeah,
Like,
because
we talk about random stuff.
because we're just not focused enough anymore.
Yeah, but it's good.
Right. I think it's better to have a little flow, not be, point on point on point. It's
23 rounds in. We're still figuring out our flow.
right. Got to spread our wings a little bit and just
Peacock it,
yeah.
but we don't. We're not like that.
Who are you picking? Are you going to keep the Keith Mitchell effect going?
Oh,
I'm
I
picking
don't-
John Rahm. I think I've already established that. I'm picking
Yeah.
him.
Well,
I'm
I
going to pick
thought-
him at East Lake too.
Well, when you said John Rahm, I just assumed you meant like overall, like he would end up winning the whole thing.
That is essentially what I'm getting at. But
Yeah, because
I might as well
have
just
to win.
Yeah, I did say all of my eggs are in the Rahm basket,
That's
so
true.
I think I've got to pick him for this week, and next week I'll be doing it as well. I'm committed,
Unless he gets the COVIDs again.
which is certainly possible. I think
He
I
gets
don't
it every 4 weeks.
yeah, right. Every month or so he gets it.
Sure, but I don't care. I'll go with Keith.
Okay,
I have nothing against it.
yeah.
I feel
There's
like he's played
there are some
well.
people in there that like surprised me. There was like Sunjay Im is in this tournament, like Taylor Gooch.
Yeah.
Are in like I was like were they that close enough throughout the season to be in the top 70 right now?
Do you know who's? I think he was 40 or 44th. Do you know who's in that position right now?
No, I don't.
I don't know why you would.
Right.
And you also probably wouldn't guess this person because it's Sergio.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell has he done? Like, I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, what has he done? Like, I understand how Stuart Sink is in there because he had an excellent start to the season.
Yeah.
He won multiple times. Like, he should be in this.
Yeah.
Even though at the beginning of the season, before he played well, you wouldn't expect him to be in this based on,
and like,
past couple
obviously
years,
we don't pay that close attention to the tournaments
no, I mean,
to really see check out leaderboards and all of that. But
I'm not, we're not looking at like the top 15,
no.
everyone in the top 15 every time. It's
But
it's out of our
Sergio.
pay range.
Sergio.
Yeah.
How the fuck is he 44th?
It's
He's close to making it to the top.
he's
30.
good. He's good around the greens, right?
He's just good.
I guess so.
Breaking greens and destroying them.
Oh, that's right. He was chipping off greens this year, wasn't he?
No, I meant that he's gotten angry and slammed his putter into greens, and they
Has he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the past, he's a changed man. So yeah, Chris Kirk's made it. Keith Mitchell, Harry Higgs was very excited that he's in the top 70, 69th exactly.
Is that right? Good for him. That's
and he
sweet.
was very excited to be number 69. He said he worked really hard to get in that position. So
Oh, it's funny.
props to Harry Higgs. For
Yeah.
that.
Well, it's not always easy getting into the 69. It pays off when you get into it correctly, but
But he's got some work to do to get to top 30 now.
yeah.
And then you know who's number 70?
I may have heard, but no, I do not.
Phil.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then number 71, the
Yeah.
guy who did not make it.
Our bubble boy. I bet I wish this person was in instead of Phil. Maybe not.
Maybe I don't know. It's a toss up.
Well,
Matt
tell-
Wolf.
Matt Wolf.
I feel like he's okay with
Yeah, no,
just
I-
going, I'm good.
I would prefer Wolf to be in there rather than Phil.
I mean, I would too, but I think for Wolf, just take that extra however long, clear your head, chill.
Yeah.
Because he had the mental health issues, so he didn't play a whole heck of a lot.
Right. So
I
it's
mean, he
understandable that he's.
Yeah, I feel like he's been on and off anyway, so
Yeah.
him taking a little break is okay with
I
me.
bet he could be a good pick next year. I bet he can. I bet he comes back strong.
So, my sneaky pick for next year, because Finau just had another child recently.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So the new father, I
Mhm.
think it's gonna be Ricky.
Oh God, this again.
I'm going. I don't zip it.
I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
I'm hoping it's Ricky next year.
Oh God,
It's
that would be so
Ricky.
good.
I'm just gonna every tournament.
We were pulling for him this year.
I've been pulling for him every year he's played.
Right.
I think he's great for golf,
He's great for golf.
especially kids. The number of kids that have those little Cobra sets is unbelievable.
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not around a lot of kids playing golf, but you coach
Mhm.
some of those kids, so yeah, you probably do see it a lot.
And they even have the driver head cover is a Cobra hat with like the normal cover, but it's a hat instead
Okay.
of a normal, quote unquote, normal driver head cover.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, the marketing these guys did.
Sure.
I think the issue though is that the next step for them is a lot of those kids are starting to grow out of them, and they don't have that like.
Oh, so they have
mid-set.
the next step. Yeah.
So a lot of them just go to like get other brands.
Mm-hmm.
They're not quite in that middle. There's like the Cobra sets, then there's like the kids Cobra, question mark, and then there's like the good, all the normal Cobra stuff that like you and I would buy.
Yeah.
There's like a little middle section that they're like
Speaking of the middle section, what is the cadet glove?
shorter fingers.
Shorter fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a large is just like a normal large, and
But
then
then
a
there's
cadet large. Is
cadet.
a
It's
shorter
like
finger.
it's like a wide almost than a.
Yeah, so it's the same width as a normal large. It's
Correct,
just
but
literally
shorter.
The fingers are just shorter.
Gotcha. Okay. Because
I think
Yeah.
we've talked about this too.
I don't think we have because I was watching Nate Bargatze's podcast last week, Nate Land, and he's a comedian. I think he's playing Hershey soon, or just did.
Get him on.
Um,
Bring him on down.
he's too big. He just
Big
had.
for us.
Yes, he is.
Come on.
No, he's
I've never
funny.
heard of him.
Yeah. He's really good, and he's big into golf too. So
Okay.
last week he was talking about how he gets a medium, sometimes like a medium cadet, and I don't think he knew what the difference was, and I certainly hadn't either. So I knew that there was the cadet, but I didn't know what the difference was. I figured you would have the answer, and there you go.
Boom.
Nice.
Knowledge bomb.
Yeah, I've got short fingers, so maybe I should wear those, but
I think the difference between sizes is so minimal.
yeah,
Like if you went from a small to a double X, you're like, okay, that's noticeable.
right.
But somewhere in the middle of all of that,
It's from medium to large. It's
it's very debatable.
yeah, and like from like one brand to another.
Then it gets funky.
Right, because it's not going to be all the same.
Even
It's the
s-
same thing with shirts, like if you get an Adidas shirt and then a Nike shirt, they're not going to be exactly the same.
No, but Nike and Adidas are generally pretty close.
Right. Well, I'm just giving it like a for instance,
Yeah.
though.
But like if you went from like Adidas to FootJoy, not even close.
Really?
FootJoys are massive.
Huh.
They might be the biggest.
You would
shirt.
think that there would be a standard for shirts that like if you're
No,
if you're
'cause-
slapping an M on there or a large or an L, like you would
It's-
think that
it's a
the
FootJoy
dimensions should be.
FootJoy M is like it's like an Adidas like XL.
That's frustrating.
It's incredibly frustrating. Like
Yeah.
I struggle to. I mean, I've worn FootJoy stuff, but like, let's be honest, I don't think it fit me very well.
Yeah.
And I've even like especially before I put on some weight, like when I was 40 pounds lighter,
Yeah.
I would swim in it. And they were the ones that were like a little short and wide.
And oh yeah, see that? I hate that.
You can't swing in them.
No.
You cannot swing in those shirts.
Yeah, you'll get
Stop making
you
them.
get your elbows caught on the like the.
Yeah, when you're trying to move around.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I like the.
Or you can just get fat. There's that,
Yeah, I could. But that's
Actually,
a lot of work.
you probably would be hard for you to get fat.
It took me years to put on any amount of.
I know,
weight.
right? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's not as easy for you as it is for other people.
No.
It started getting a lot easier for me once I turned 30. Like
Yeah,
the
this-
day I turned 30, it was a lot easier to get fat. It
Well,
was so strange to me.
When I was, I was in my like teens and be like, oh, wait till you're in your 20s. And they're like, oh, wait till you're 25.
Yeah, there's no.
Wait till you're 30. Wait till you're.
And
I'm
you're like, yeah, I'm
I
still
keep
waiting.
I keep hitting all these like 5-year marks, and
Right.
everyone's like, yeah, after that, man, your metabolism is gonna I'm like, I could honestly probably lose like 15 pounds in like a week
Yeah.
and not even try. I'm one of those people.
Right.
Like, people are like, you're just one of those assholes. Like, dude, I have to work to keep weight on.
I would, if I didn't drink for 2 weeks, I could probably knock off like 10 pounds.
Yeah, I could do
Actually, that's probably not even true. Maybe 5 pounds.
Yeah.
But who needs that though?
Right.
You know, who needs that? You gotta live your life.
Go live your life.
Yeah, but then like you end up not living as long.
That's true.
But I'd rather die at 70 and enjoy all of life's experiences than to stifle my amusement and live to 90. You know?
That's true. But by the time you hit 90, you might be able to live until you're like 130
Oh, right.
with modern advancements.
Yeah, advancements. Oh my God, I don't even know what the world is going to be like back in those days.
Crazy.
Although I did predict that like
Oh, Nostradamus is
the
here.
world. Yeah, I last year when everything was going on with like COVID and shit like that, I was saying like, you know what, 7 years, we're all out of here.
What, we're going to the moon? We're going on spaceships.
We're going into the moon, not on the moon.
Oh, we're going
into the moon.
In.
They've been clearing it out for decades.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like a big it's like a big barn, really.
Oh, okay.
So in 7 years, we'll be able to just go moon diving.
So.
No, but I think the population is going to be fucked.
Oh,
I honestly do.
Oh, okay. We're going there.
But yeah, just because I don't know why.
Just have the feeling.
I just got a nice gut feeling.
It's good. Maybe that's just that's just some indigestion.
Hopefully, that's probably what it is. 7 years of indigestion, but yeah. So we can come back to this now that we have it recorded.
Yeah, 7 years from now.
Yeah, well, from last year around this time. So 6 from now, I believe.
Oh, okay. So 2027. I don't know how many rounds that would take us to.
Yeah, too many.
What's that? 6. If we did 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Say like 30 episodes per season. That's like 180 episodes or rounds.
I was doing 6 times 52. 3.
Well, we're not doing 52 though.
That's true.
You know, especially this season because we started off in like March.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Well, maybe around 250.
Yeah, we'll see.
Our 200. That's how we'll celebrate our 250th episode.
Like going to the moon.
We're going to the moon. Straight to the moon. All right, I got nothing else, man.
I think we can kill it there. We can kill it there. But yeah, enjoy the cave.
Yeah, and the BMW.
Yeah, at caves.
At the caves.
The caves. Yes.
And public service announcement time. Slow down. Move over. See something happen on the side of the road. Slow down and move over. If you can't move over, slow down to 20 under the speed limit. Turn on your hazards. It will save someone's life.
Oh yeah, in fact, Westchester, there was just one of their officers, like the public safety officers, on her way home from her shift. This just happened like a few days ago. She was pulled over to help someone out on the side of the road, I believe, and one of those situations happened.
Yeah. Happens every day.
She was in her 20s, you know, like this shit just keeps on happening, so
Stop it.
yeah.
All right. Good?
Yeah.